This is like your proper New York thick slice of pizza. I wonder if I could take this to the airport. It's not worth the risk though if they tell you to throw it out at security. Like, I'm not throwing out that donut.
Where we prepare bread.
Okay.
So it's, I can say 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, but our prep items right here,
Yeah.
don't contain.
You know the ripple fries, are they gluten free or are they in a... Okay, so I'll go for one of those, please, and then also a kale Caesar bowl. Thank you. So if I could go for one of the strawberry shortcake, please. Thank you. And then one of the raspberry donuts, please. So, it's my last night in New York and I have just got back from an adventure. I haven't so far managed to have any gluten-free pizza, or well, any pizza, since being in New York, and I've been into a few places to ask, because there's plenty of places that say they do gluten-free, but then when you ask them about, you know, how do they prepare the food and all of that, the answer is quite vague, like, oh, you know, there's quite a good chance that flour will be all over your pizza. So that's not great. So what I've done today in a torrential downpour is taken the subway for 20 minutes each way so that I could go to the other Modern Bread and Bagel where they do gluten-free pizza. And obviously there's no gluten going on in any of that place. So it's the perfect place to go to. And I was looking online and the pizza really looked just so good. And it's great when you know that everything's gluten-free because you can just focus on what it is that you want to select and thinking about your options rather than, sort of struggling with trying to figure out the risks. So it was overwhelming. There was a lot of choice. I was there at about 7 p.m. Still plenty of pizzas left. You could go for like a whole pizza for, she said it would be, depending on the type, around $34, but that would actually be 6 slices, which is, when you see the size of these slices, you'll see why I didn't go for that, because I was like, I haven't got space as one person to eat all of this. I was going to see my friend Jessica tonight, but she's got dog sitting duties or something, so I've got to make sure I can eat what I buy, basically. So let me show you the pizzas I went for. I'm just going to double check what it was actually, what these ones were called. But yeah, as I say, absolute downpour out there, and was not much fun. It feels very different, the rain here, compared to the UK. It's like when it rains, it is like serious torrential downpours, and you know, no coat or umbrella is going to save you. Okay, the first slice that I got the first slice I got is called Beyond Pepperoni, and the second slice is called Creamy Spinach. They look really, really good. So let's taste test. I'm so hungry because I haven't really had a proper lunch either, so I'm going to more than make up for it now. So there we go, looking very nice indeed. Wow. Oh, it's really good. Am I doing a mukbang? Wow. A really nice base. I mean, this reminds me of like the serious pizzas I would eat back in my gluten eating days, not the sort of thin, horrible crusts and bases that you normally get that are gluten-free. And there's a great layer of cheese and pepperoni and obviously tomato as well, and some chili flakes. Wow. That was really good. I think that's the first proper pizza I've had. I think the other ones that I've enjoyed, had a really good one at a vegan restaurant. I think it was vegan, or mostly vegan restaurant in Barcelona. That was good, but that was a very thin base. I had another good one at the Free From Festival, again, very thin base, whereas this is like your proper New York thick slice of pizza. Oh my god. I'm seriously happy about it. Earlier I went to North Face again to buy like a little fleece to keep me cozy, and they gave me a paper bag, and it was raining that much that by the time I got into the metro the bag just dropped and like fell apart. Luckily my coat didn't hit the ground, but my fleece, sorry, but yeah, it was not ideal. I just paid $1 for that paper bag. This is a carrot, ginger and turmeric and apple freshly squeezed or freshly handcrafted juice. I get a $20 allowance to spend in the cafe and restaurant at the Moxie East Village Hotel, which is where I'm staying, which is really good actually, because obviously there's quite a few things that aren't gluten-free, like croissants and that kind of thing, but they've got like yogurts and little granola pots that are gluten-free, and then the juices. So every day I always buy a juice on my way out, but it easily uses up the allowance by the time I've bought that in a yogurt or that in a pineapple juice later on. Okay, moving on. So this is my next slice. I'm going to just test them all for you before I fully tuck in. So this is creamy spinach. So again, amazing thickness, lovely base. And she did warm these up for me, which is great. Obviously they're not quite as warm now. I've had a 20-minute journey on the subway at rush hour. Oh wow. That is really nice. The spinach and the cheese go really well together. I'm wondering if there's, I almost wondered if there was some kind of pesto in there, but I think it's just a taste of the spinach and the cheese. So there's also obviously some tomato on there, but just so, it's just the base. I think anything I put on this base would just be amazing. I was really over hungry, which is not a great way to go into somewhere with loads of gluten-free food to pick from, because I bought a lot. But honestly, I think I can eat it. This morning I went to a Pilates class, which was something that's included with my stay at the hotel. So it's on the rooftop that they have here, but it was closed. Like they had to close the roof, obviously because the weather's so bad, but it was nice that the class still went ahead, but it was really hard, the class. And then when I went out afterwards to kind of just pop to the shops and do a few bits, it's obviously been a really rainy day, so I was just trying to kind of do indoor activities. I just felt exhausted, honestly. I got out and I was like, oh my goodness. And then I popped to a matcha shop. I might have put in the clips by now, but it's called Matchaful, which is one of the main matcha cafes here, along with Cha Cha Matcha. But yeah, they've got some really beautiful different versions of matcha, and I don't tend to like matchas with like syrups. I always go for kind of like a plain matcha with milk, but they have some nice like natural things that they mix into their matchas. So yeah, I had a nice sort of berry one, and a little bowl as well, but I wasn't fully sure if the bowl was suitable for celiacs. They said it was, but I did notice it didn't say gluten-free oats, so I was a bit concerned about that, to be honest. But it's not something I'd normally do. Okay. There is more, because I just had to. So I also wanted a square of garlic bread, but she said to me it comes in slices of 5. I don't know if she was just saying that because she needed to sell everything before the end of the day, but I guess that's probably normally how she sells it, because it's something that people would share. but basically it's the equivalent of 2 slices. So I think the garlic bread was about $10, and then the other slices were like $7.80 something each. Comes with a nice little tomatoey dip, which I might dip all of my different things into. So, smells amazing. Again, lovely thickness, lovely crust, and then really fresh in terms of obviously the garlic and the herbs. I'm going to go for a bite without the dip first. Wow. Yeah, that's so crunchy and crispy, and then got a lovely doughy texture inside. This really reminds me of the kind of pizza I've not eaten for years. You know, the kind of thick, chunky pizzas you could get if you used to eat gluten. You will know the kind of proper serious takeaway pizzas, not like the chain restaurants, but like, you know, when you order from like a local proper family Italian restaurant, like takeaway though. This is what we're talking about, and this is something I've not seen at all in the UK since being gluten-free. I mean, that crunch. Okay, we're going in with this, what I assume is a tomato dip. Better be careful with these white sheets in the hotel. That is very nice. That's a very pure, kind of freshly made tomato dip with herbs. That's really nice. Okay, I think I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this, and then I'll update you on pudding. Honestly, pudding might not fit in today, but I asked her how long the puddings last for, and she said they can last up for a day or two, which probably won't be an issue, to be honest, because I'll definitely eat them faster than that. But let me just give you a close-up on this garlic bread. Oh, I wish I could take this back to England. It's just the food here has been incredible, and it's actually lucky that I have been here a couple of times before, which was in my gluten eating days, but I've kind of done the New York sites before, and this time, like, I've done some things again. So I went to see the Brooklyn Bridge and the top of the rock, but I've really enjoyed just being in the East Village and walking around the streets. And when I went to the top of the rock, there were just so many tourists there, and it's just it was overwhelming and overcrowded and just not nice. Whereas it's like to have such amazing food and to be able to like go to little coffee shops and lovely like family run places. I just love it so much. So yeah, honestly, if you get a chance to come here, you will not be disappointed, and especially if you kind of are able to take that bit of time to prepare the places you're going to aim for the gluten-free food. I just think you will be so pleased that you've come, and you'll try food that is out of this world compared to, at least for me, what I've experienced in the UK. So yeah. Anyway, it's getting late, so I'm gonna eat my food, watch a bit of YouTube, and then get an early night before my final day and flight home tomorrow. So good night. Oh, not good night, because I'm gonna come back with my puddings. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna try this, which is a strawberry cinnamon cake, I think. Let me just double check the pictures. Strawberry shortcake cinnamon bun, which sounds delightful. So here's a little close-up for you. So Jessica, the other day I took her to Modern Bread and Bagel, and even though she's a lifelong New Yorker, she'd not been there before. She's also not gluten-free, but she said the bagels and the cakes were excellent. So that's an endorsement if ever I heard one. But yeah, she had to wait a little bit of time for her bagel, or I don't know if they just forgot the order or what. But anyway, then they said to her she could pick a cake for free. So she picked the cinnamon roll, so not with the strawberry, but I tried a little bite of that, well, a couple of bites, and it was very good actually. We were also having a debate about cinnamon, because I said cinnamon reminds me of Christmas, or at least winter times. I can't really think of a time I've ever had cinnamon when it's not winter. But Jessica was saying here, it's just all year round cinnamon. So that's interesting. Okay, I'm feeling quite full, but I've got a different space for pudding. Okay, so we're feeling a nice thickness as I chop through it. Oh my goodness, my plastic fork might not be strong enough. I like the kind of marble effect through the cake, and then it's got lovely fresh looking icing and then some strawberries on top. Oh goodness. Wow. That is very nice. Very sweet, especially the icing on top. It's not like a, what do you call it? It's not a fondant, you know, it's not the hard icing, it's the soft, creamy one, which is the kind I prefer. And I really like the strawberry flavour running through it. And these, let's actually try one of these strawberries. It's almost like jam. Really good. The thing I would say about modern bread and bagel is you can really taste the good quality ingredients. So the other day I had one of their cookies, I think it was called cookies and cream bundt cake, and they, well, I filmed it, but the texture was just lovely. But as you eat it, you just feel like you're eating something really well made. Obviously there's, you know, sugar and, you know, it's not the healthiest option. But I think they're using really good ingredients, because if I compare this to then my experience at Posh Pop Bakery, bake shop, I only had one thing there, but it just, I couldn't even finish it because it just tasted of kind of solid sugar, almost solid refined sugar. I could feel it just straight away in my, like, in my teeth, I suppose, but also my body, that it just was solid sugar. Whereas I think there's a lot more artistry going on in modern bread and bagel, and much better ingredients. So yeah, I'd be really interested to know the different flours that they use and the process that they go through for making these cakes. But I would hands down pick modern bread and bagel over anything else that I've tried in New York when it comes to not just the bagels, but particularly these sweet treats are, yeah, just outstanding. And with that, underneath the icing and the sweet strawberryness is actually a cake that's not overpoweringly sweet. It's really the icing that goes with it that makes it have that sweetness, which is nice. It doesn't just feel like you're eating solid sugar in the cake. So yeah, really impressed with that. Then I also bought their monthly special, which is this raspberry donut. And when I posted on Instagram the other day a little guide of all the different sweet treats that Modern Bread and Bagel have got at the moment, well, firstly, the guide did really well. I got, like, I think we're on close to 2,000 likes, so people were enjoying the gluten-free treats. But I had so many comments of people saying, you know, they just had the raspberry donut, or they really need to get the raspberry donut, and they're just, yeah, so excited about it. So what I'm wondering is whether I should test this now, but then it's weird to, like, have a bite taken out of this donut. I might do it tomorrow. Oh, it smells so donutty. That is a proper fried donut. Because one thing I've noticed in the UK is it's generally quite rare to find gluten-free donuts, I would say, or certainly good ones. But also there's places that claim that they make donuts, but actually they're just baked cakes in the shape of a donut, you know, with icing on top, which to me is just not a donut. A donut needs to be this shape, and it needs to be fried, and it needs to be made properly. And you can smell that this is absolutely the case, and you can obviously just see as well that it is 100% proper donut, which is what we like to see. Let me even get it out and show it to you. Ooh. Oh my goodness, it's stunning. I need to take a picture of that in the morning. Okay, that's going to be breakfast. I wonder if I could take this to the airport. It's not worth the risk though if they tell you to throw it out at security. Like, I'm not throwing out that donut. Anyway, I need to pack and I need to go to sleep, so I will see you tomorrow.
I'm good, thanks. A bit hot. How are you?
I'm good.
This is so good. She's got a gluten-free Instagram.
Yeah.